my YouTube.
Hello and welcome, and thank you for joining us. We are today talking about inside the creator mind and some habits, tools, and tips. So welcome. And just before we get into things, if we can just go around the room, starting with, if that's okay with you, Rhonda, starting with you, if you can introduce yourself and just tell us what your channel is about.
Okay, my channel is In Treaty with Rhonda Hemsley, and I talk about personal development, how to have a relationship with yourself, and just generally, mostly like that type of stuff. It's mostly personal development, personal experience, some of that.
Yeah, nice one. And hey, Peter.
Hi, my name is Peter Ebanowski. My channel was originally about helping new content creators build their channels, but I'm going to be moving over to helping new content creators learn how to use video editing programs to improve the quality of their videos, whether that is through adding text here and there or adding different motion graphics, just to elevate the quality of their videos just a little bit each time.
Yeah, nice one. Yo, Allison.
Woohoo! Let the party begin.
You're up.
Allison, after 55, I do a lot of everything, but I've been doing a lot of my estate sales and like the shop with me, organizing my house is a
Hello,
big
Paula.
deal. And now that my last one has officially left the nest, now it's like trying to get everything in order. So trying to order up my house, estate sales, and my selling things in my antique booth, and living life with a health condition, Parkinson's.
Yeah. Thank you, Allison. Hello, Julie.
Hello. Hi, everyone. So good to see you tonight. So good to see all of you on the panel and all of you watching, all of you who are watching later. It's always exciting to be here among friends. My name is Julie Jordan Scott. I am also known as the Creative Life Midwife. And right now, my channel is focusing on a few different places, mostly reaching out to optimistic older adults who want to use their voices in a variety of ways. My anchor art is writing. So I oftentimes use writing or journaling to find your voice in that particular moment or that particular era of your life. I also do inspirational content, creativity coaching, content of all different kinds. I'm also an actor, an artist, a visual artist as well. So I have a lot of irons in the fire, and I don't like to put myself too tightly into one little spot. I like to be widely varied. I'm also a poet and a poet performer. So if it's something to do with creativity, I'm probably in there. But mostly, I really love coming alongside optimistic older adults who might have lost their way at some point because something unpleasant happened. And sometimes we forget. At least I know that I forgot who I was during some not so pleasant times in my life. So I'm grateful to be here. Karen, thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. And did you bring a poem for us?
Yes, I have a poem.
Just put you on the spot. Oh, perfect. Amazing. Oh, wow. Hello, everyone. It's been so lovely to see you here. And yeah, so tonight we're talking about inside the creator mind.
Did Evie, excuse me, Karen, did Evie introduce herself?
Oh, sorry, my darling Evie, because I switched you. I didn't want you to have the words coming up on your face, so I switched you with me.
Oh, that's
so, yes, please, you go. That's what happened. I little Dutched you, yeah.
My channel's called Evie's Retired, and there's no particular direction. It's like most people live their lives, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I retired this year, and I might go shopping, I might be cleaning, I might be jibber jabbering, that's my art.
Yeah.
I can talk.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm just enjoying meeting the people and the comments, and it's a ball.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do have an alter ego. I can't forget my alter ego, Mitzi.
Yep.
Mitzi and Hilda, who's not on tonight.
Yes.
We are best buddies, and we are trying to get to Graceland, but Hilda got sick, so that's why she's not here tonight.
She's
yes.
here.
Yes. She's here.
She's here
here.
in spirit and online, but not in the room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tonight she's got a little snuffly, sick face just for radio. So she's in the comments. Not that actually Paula could ever have a face for radio, but you guys know what I mean.
Her voice is fine. She just got a cough.
Yeah. Yeah.
She did a
Which
dishwashing diaries today, and she was coughing.
she coughed her way through it. That's the
It
trooper.
wasn't bad, but yeah, she's not well yet.
No. Amazing. And yeah, I just encourage people who haven't yet started on YouTube and want to start on YouTube to get started on YouTube, like so many other creators are doing channels like that. But also, I guess I try and just give little tips along the way. Not that I'm trying to sort of make myself out to be any kind of expert, but once you've made like 20 videos, 50 videos, 100 videos, I guess we can call ourselves a couple of steps along the way from someone who hasn't made any videos. But we are all fairly new creators, so we're not pretending to be any kind of gurus or anything like that. We're just sharing what we know, and we're really interested in what you know too and what your experiences are. So I'm going to try and like ticker tape, put each question along the bottom, so you can have a little bit of a think and you can let us know what your answer is to that particular question. So yeah, let us get going. We are just popping these up on the screen. Right. First question. We're going to start them with a nice, easy question. And I'll see if I can show it. What is your favorite software for creators? And who wants to start first?
I'll go. I think my favorite software for creators is Wondershare Filmora 14. It has the software itself has built-in tutorials teaching you how to do different things using keyframes, masking, how to create AI generated background music for your videos, and it's just a nice alternative to CapCut. It's very similar in the way that it's drag and drop and just adding special effects here and there, but I just think it's better value than CapCut purely for the built-in tutorials.
Nice. And you said you've got you bought it a few years ago, Peter? So
yeah, I bought what's called a perpetual in 2017, which means that I can export the videos without a watermark. That's a one-time payment, and then they have a reoccurring payment of like £17 a month, which gives you all of the pro version stuff, so all the different AI tools, the speech to text, the text-based editing, the automatically creating shorts for you from your videos, all of that stuff.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you. Alison, what's your favorite?
I am forever trying something new. I've got myself sucked into, by accident, not canceling a subscription and ending up having to pay. So I have a lot of things loaded on my computer. But right now, what I can do is my phone, and I don't have a Apple computer, but my iPhone, and I do my editing through the iMovies. Like the very, very strong editing I do, as you all know.
Yeah.
Because I'm down to earth. This is me, guys. And yeah. So regardless, I am taking notes just like everybody else about what's good and what's bad, because I have tried so many, and I get foggy brain with my medication and such. And so it's very hard for me to follow directions if somebody just tells it to me. I have to like work through it and have somebody teach it to me. And I'm just having a hard time doing that. So I just have to find the right thing. And right now I figured out my iPhone. Barely.
Yeah.
But I did.
Yeah. But you're doing it.
I am. I'm not going to give
You
up.
are. No,
Yeah.
you're doing it, and you're getting, you're getting at least 1% better. I mean, I would say more than that, but every time you do a little bit of something else,
Right.
well, now you know how to do that thing.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome. What about you, Julie?
I am so basic. The two pieces of software, I don't even know if you'd call these software, but I use in my day, my average working online day, I most frequently use Google Docs, and I'm using, this is shocking that I'm even saying this, I use Google Sheets because I'm using spreadsheets for journaling. It's shocking. And I also use Canva. I use Canva quite a bit. So
Definitely.
those are the ones I use the most. I'm not really high tech. I used to be able to write HTML code back in the day. That shows you how long I've been doing this stuff.
Yeah. So why is it shocking that you are using Google Sheets for doing your journaling?
It's shocking because in the past, my most recent assistant will tell you, I would always tell her, please do not make up spreadsheets, because when there's too many categories and they're really close together and small, I can't read them. And so I automatically, I believe, it's not necessarily true, that they're overwhelming and I can't do spreadsheets, is something I used to say. And now that I've created my own spreadsheets documenting things in my life and in my work and personal growth, now I have a closing ritual every night that includes updating the spreadsheets I've created. So it's been a big mindset shift for me, and I'm really grateful that I enjoy them, because if it's not fun, I'm not going to do it. So the fact that I'm having fun with spreadsheets, big, huge mindset shift. And it's interesting because for this call tonight, last week I'm like, I can't find the link. Well, this week when I got the email with the link, I created a Google Doc that says Friday Night Lives. And I put all the information there. So when I needed it tonight, I didn't have to frantically send an email. I just looked on my doc.
And do you know what else too? I mean, look, everyone does really good to find the link anyway, because then it just gets buried in all of my, and we start chatting. So, like, honestly, that's just a get out of jail free card permanently if people can't find the link. Like, I literally tonight was going, okay, where are the questions we decided on? And I'm like doing this.
I would have them, Karen. Just ask me. I literally have them all in a simple Google Doc. You can ask me from now on if you need that.
Brilliant. I will.
Or start your own Google Doc or spreadsheet. It's like magic.
Yeah, I could do that. And Jennifer's saying she uses Splice and Epidemic Sound. Oh yes.
I don't even know what that is.
I think.
See, look, I'm taking notes because I don't know this stuff. So
I think there is a way of creating a Google Docs sheet where you can give everybody on the panel access to that sheet, so they can all see what is on the agenda, and they can add things if they feel like it.
Yeah,
there is.
Are you volunteering yourself for that, Peter?
I've got no problem doing that.
Because Julie's got a whole big schedule going over there now on her YouTube streets.
I do.
She does.
If Julie wants to do that,
I don't want to do it. Peter, take it away.
Okay,
yeah, Peter,
I'll take it.
Yeah. This is a game of, if you suggest it, it's like when you buy the food from the supermarket and it's in the fridge, and then people go, oh, what are you cooking with that? It's like...
I'll create it all and give everybody access, and then you can all just print it off and you'll have it all there in front of you.
I just have one more thing that I want to say, is that for whatever reason, my comments are like going out multiple times.
Okay, right. So there's a one tip, and I bet this probably doesn't apply to you, but if you've got other tabs open, if you close them, it's supposed to help.
Okay.
Because I've heard that it has helped, but I will watch to not put you up on the screen 3 times. But
It's
that is supposed to
embarrassing.
help.
It's like,
I
what on
know.
earth?
Sorry, I've just been going bang, bang, bang like that.
Yeah, I'm looking for it in the comment section. So I just want to apologize. People looking
I
at the
just
comments.
consider it a stutter or something.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. I'm kind of going overboard with those. Yeah, and I
No,
was
I'm
gonna say,
sorry.
I used
That's
InShot in
me.
the past.
Poppy. Yeah, so if you've got other tabs open, try closing those. But then apart from that, I have heard that some people have said they've closed all their tabs, but it's still coming up. So it's just like a little glitchy thing, I think, that I keep on saying I need to look up what that is. Whole Food Matters. What's your name? Who knows whose friend is Whole Food Matters? Do you
That's
know?
Carol. That's Carol.
Oh, Carol. I used to use DaVinci to edit, but now they updated it. I can't get it to work. I just use the free one on my computer. You know what? That's pretty good going because DaVinci, there's definitely a learning curve on that.
DaVinci has a thing. I ran into a problem with them when you are using your smartphone to record the videos. If you have gone into the settings on your smartphone and put it the recording format as like I think it's HVEC 260, it doesn't recognize that because it's not the most compatible format. So if you go into your settings and switch the format back down to the most compatible, that fixed the issue for me right away.
Okay, amazing. Is everyone across that? Are you across that, Julie? Those 5 instructions.
Yes, I thought, but it's not working. So I'll just go into comments.
Yeah, and I will watch not to ping you up 3 times.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the last time it came across 5 times. I'm just
Somebody
like,
mentioned one I've never heard of before.
What's that?
InShot. Who said InShot?
Yes. Oh, Evie.
I used it a long time ago. Yeah, I used InShot years ago for Instagram stuff, but never for YouTube stuff.
Yeah,
Is it
I mean,
easy?
yeah. Evie, have you used InShot?
No, but I've looked into it. I've watched some videos and it looks pretty easy. But when Jennifer said she used Splice, I thought maybe that might be easier. But Roz said she likes InShot. And also Krista asked if she can ask a question. And I said, yes, this is for everybody to ask questions. So I hope she asked her. Oh,
yes, I'll look for it.
Oh, she did
I'll
already ask. She said, well, wait. Okay, maybe she's got her question answered then. I'm confused.
Oh, actually, I'll tell you what the question was. We'll go back. It was about, might have been the CapCut one, where she just said, oh, is CapCut a little bit kind of a bit more.
She asked about, is that she's heard negative things about their new terms, and was she the person who mentioned
Yes, I think so, yeah. Yep. So I guess a lot of people, I mean, have you guys heard that, I guess a lot of people,
it made
the news. It made the mainstream media.
I think at the end of the day, if that is a program that you are comfortable using, the terms and conditions, the updated terms and conditions, are not going to dramatically affect you the way people thought they might. With the way people are using AI these days, everything about you is already out there in the universe. So if you are comfortable using CapCut, I would say just stick with that because it's not going to affect you really.
I was just concerned that they have the rights to my photos and such. I think that was in their update.
Yeah, they're not going to use any of them.
Do you know what? And look, and some people are saying they know all about us anyway, you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. I mean, it is a bit freaky the way you can sort of, I don't know, like I've thought, oh, does that mean that they can just, be me and make AIs and blah, blah, and all that kind of stuff? I don't use CapCut, but I mean, that's not appealing, but I definitely get it that if you're in the program and you know it and you love it, I wouldn't be ditching out of my one either. If there's a big learning curve on it, I'd just be thinking, to be honest, if you're on TikTok, because they own TikTok as well, don't they? The CapCut. What are they called? Byte Dance or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So CapCut, they own CapCut as they own TikTok as well.
If Whole Foods wants to message me on YouTube about her issue with DaVinci Code, I'll work with her to get that fixed.
Yeah, and Jennifer's just saying she's not seeing all the comments from across the board, but Jennifer, I'm popping them up in chronological order. So the good thing is that everyone's watching from each other's channels, and so I'm making sure just to pop up all of the comments. Does that answer your question, Krista? Were you asking about that? And also, Krista, what do you use? What editing software do you use?
I know Reva continues to use CapCut.
Absolutely. Yep. Mike Adventure Sparks is saying he's staying. I'd be staying too. Like, that's just it. I'm not taking any high ground on the fact that I'm not with CapCut or anything like that. I'd be staying with them. It's like, I mean, let's be honest. What about the whole meta thing? You know what I mean? They do things and then 5 years later they go, oops, we won't do it again when they get caught. Do you know what I mean? There is that. Like I'm saying, I don't know, like I'm a Premiere Pro, but they could have all kinds of things in their terms and conditions that I have just agreed to and I'm not aware of. So where were we at? Julie, you talked about what you use.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Are we on to you, Evie?
Okay.
What's your favorite software?
I did buy Final Cut Pro and I can't use it. I did a couple of videos on it, and then the last one I did, I don't know what I hit, and it scrambled it's like reorganized everything. So I deleted it and I went back to iMovie. That was probably, 2 months ago. And I use Epidemic Sound.
Yeah.
So if I ever get brave, I'll go back and try Final Cut Pro again. I thought I was going to be able to get it down because it's kind of an extension of iMovie, and it's just beyond what I can do for right now anyway.
Yeah.
I mentioned
tried
this.
that Microsoft Clip Champ, and it seems fairly easy. But like I said, this whole editing thing has taken me so long. I was not putting any videos up because I was spending so much time just trying to figure out how to log in. So, but the Microsoft one looked like I might be able to handle it.
I think the thing with programs like Premiere Pro and Final Cut and DaVinci Resolve is they do have a steep learning curve. So the best thing to do is go with some of the user-friendly ones like CapCut and Filmora. Get used to the basic editing techniques, get comfortable with them, and then look at maybe going on to a maybe more advanced program if you want to.
Yeah. And, Krista from Just Krista used to be almost off-grid grandma, changed her name to Just Krista. So that you are reminding me, Krista, that you don't do any editing. So that's the other option, right? Like, if it's friction for anyone to do any editing, you are just pressing go and you are recording your video. So
that's kind of almost
this
mine.
has got a very successful channel. Sorry, Alison. That's
kind of almost like me. I mean,
yeah.
There's not a whole lot of editing in it. But each time I am trying to do something new. Like, I'm trying to do something new, whether it's to put words on or to make sure my whole face is on and not half of my face.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Yep. And exactly what Donna's saying here, it's the editing that drives you nuts. Well, if the editing drives you nuts, don't do any editing, it's all about removing that friction. I mean, I have to say, I've been watching Steve Brocky's lovely, his solo lives, actually all of his lives. He uses one of his really fancy cameras. So he's got this nice, slightly blurry background look that looks really nice. And he's using his like fancy microphones and all those sorts of things. And I tried doing that a couple of weeks ago, ended up by my first solo live going like half an hour late. And then I ditched out on the camera thing because it was just, you know, it was all too tricky, the friction of it all. And it's like, ultimately, you know, people don't really care. Like people our age group I don't know, would you guys say that? We don't need people to have, I mean, it's lovely to look at his, but it was too much friction for me. So I ditched off some of that, you know, and it's easy for me to plug these in.
When you're more calm about it, about not worrying about something that really bothers, like editing is so, you know, guys, because you've been with me through this whole journey, but it's so intense for me that if I start worrying about that, my content suffers. So if I just put that to the side and I be me and do a video, not expecting to edit, but knowing I'm going to try something to edit it, the video comes out better because I'm more natural.
Yep.
I'm not thinking about what move should I make because am I going to cut that out or...
Yeah, absolutely. And hello, Brenda. I was able to pop on for a bit. My internet's glitching. Missed the chat on CapCut. That's what I use. Yeah. I wonder if CapCut's the most popular one. I just hear so many people talk about it.
Very popular.
I believe it's the cheapest one.
You know what's interesting? You mean there's the free version. To me, the one next after that seemed to be 44 US or something, I thought.
I think it was like £9 a month or £10 a month for the pro version.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they do have offers where you can pay for it yearly and have like say 20% discount.
Yeah. Oh yes, that's right. Because I looked at the monthly one and I thought, oh, that looks like the cost of Premiere Pro to me, which I already know. So I think I just didn't ever move over to it, and I was going to. I just wing it and go most of the time. Yep, absolutely. Every time I push record, I pretend this is life and go with the flow. Yep.
That's the way to do it.
Yep. Yes. Just quickly catch up on these. I pause to read my notes. Yep, amazing. And look, I will say, even though I thought many of us might say Canva, but definitely Canva. And I hear a lot of people talk about liking Canva too. So yeah, Canva's cool. I like Canva. And one of the things I love about Canva is I just love that little magnetic pull into the middle, or, you know, it does that lovely magnetic pulling. I love that. I just feel so gleeful and happy when that happens, and it, you know, really love that so much. So yeah, I'll have to say Canva.
I haven't tried it yet, but I know you can do your complete video editing in Canva.
Mm-hmm. It makes design very easy. Those cheat sheets that they have for you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't use Canva. I use Canva more for my graphics than for my video editing, and I know it's there, but I don't use it all that often. So.
Ah, yeah, the video. I tried the video editing. Yep, absolutely, Lala. Yep, long form. Go with what you know. Absolutely right. We're just going for the least amount of friction. It's time consuming, stresses people out. Yep, totally. Yep, isn't that the truth? All right, are we on to question number 2 now?
Yay.
Question number 2. Boom. Favorite tips for new creators.
Rhonda, did you answer?
No, Rhonda, you didn't go. Rhonda, no. No, because Peter started. Rhonda, what is your favorite software for creators?
I don't use a whole lot. I'm a firm believer in keep it simple. I film on my iMac computer. I use the photo booth. I edit when I do edit. I didn't edit for a year. I was on YouTube a year before I ever edited a video. And I use iMovie, and I don't edit a whole lot. I have learned how to do voiceover. I've learned how to do B-roll. I've learned how to put wording and all of that through iMovie, but I don't use a lot of it. The one probably software I use a lot is Zoom, and that's in my online business. I use Zoom a lot, and I'm currently learning how to use the calendar and the scheduling in Zoom. And so, and I have used Canva a little bit, but not a lot. But I just keep it real simple, and it's working for me right now. So that's the way I'm going to keep it.
That's it. Also,
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
That's right, Peter. Don't fix it. So I'm just going.
So what do you use for your thumbnails?
I use my phone. I take a picture on my photo booth. I download it to Photos. I go in my phone and I crop it a little bit, and I use the little thing and just put words. That's a real simple thumbnail, and I just use yellow words, and they all kind of look the same.
Yes.
And I've been doing that this year. I kind of changed that. And I do have a thumbnail that I created in Canva for, started doing lives on Wednesday nights. And so I did get all of my systems hooked up, and I got to do it on my iMac on Wednesday. It all worked, and I was so excited. And so I do have a thumbnail that I'm going to put out that I made in Canva for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And Chappie Uncut, I'm on DaVinci Resolve, but also make videos for companies as a side hustle. Wow. It's pretty impressive. Yep, free CapCut only. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So no watermark. I mean, when I'm watching my favorite channels. Krista, I've talked to one lady, she edits to the tune of over 30 to 75 hours each episode. Wow. Does she have a lot of subscribers, Krista? Tried paying $19.99 for a couple of months. Yeah. Because so the paid one must give you, I guess, the AI features and things like that, does it?
I think with CapCut, one of the biggest AI features or the pro features that you pay for is the normalize it, like the voice normalization, which I don't think should be. You could just manually lower the volume a little bit.
Yeah. And you know what? The more you start tinkering around with the voice thing and stuff, I don't know, like it can easily just take a weird and confusing turn, can't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at that point, then you're like, hang on, I need to step back from this ledge right now and turn that bit off and just, try and keep it real, because people know what we sound like.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
That's it. I know. Right. Okay. We are on to the second question now. What are your favorite tips for new creators? Peter.
My favorite tips for new creators would be: do not listen to the gurus. Find yourself a community within your niche, and within that niche, find yourself a mentor, someone who is further along than you are, and just go with that mentor. If you want to buy courses, buy them from that mentor, support that mentor, and within that community, you will find information that the gurus are not telling you. So don't waste money on gurus, just focus on finding the right community who will support you and give you all the help you need.
Yep, love that. And Rhonda, this looks like a question for you probably, because you've been talking about your lives. What time do you do lives? So did you say you were doing them on Wednesday nights now?
Yes. Yeah, Wednesday nights at 7. Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm just going to do it every week at the same time.
Yeah.
Rhonda's last live was really good.
Oh,
thanks, Peter.
Good. So what? Tell us about it, Rhonda. Was that wasn't your first solo live though, was it?
No, my first live I did with Sally D's Reality.
Nice.
She would help me, so we did a live together. And then the next one I did, and I used my phone, and I was very nervous, and it was I don't know, but this last Wednesday, I don't know, I got real excited, and I had I don't know. There was several people there. I called them the core tribe was there, and they were commenting and asking me questions, and it was a lot of fun. I just really I went an hour and 16 minutes or so, and it's had good views on my channel. It's done well. So
Amazing, amazing. And the watch hours. Watch hours are good on the
yeah,
replays.
yeah. Yeah, and I'm trying to up those a little bit before I hear a lot of creators, they have their subscribers, but they don't have their watch time hours and they're struggling to get them. So I thought, I think I'll start that now. And
Definitely.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's in the air. It's in the air. We've got Rob talking about it,
yeah,
Think Media talking about it, Kevin Colby.
yeah.
Yep.
And it's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was very interactive. I loved it. I loved it.
Yep. Yeah, it is. I think once people take that leap, they're into it after that, eh? And you know what? Honestly, but you're right though. It's wibbly wobbly at the start, isn't it? When you're just trying to like get the whole mechanics of it all, and you're not sure when are you live because where's the signal to show you and all of that. And it's just a rite of passage. You have to do it. Peter, what about you?
I've just been.
Peter, Alison, Core Tribe, hashtag like that, Paula.
What are my favorite tips for new creators? Just do it. Just do it, and forget the word guru. Take it out of the English vocabulary, any vocabulary, and you are your own guru. Because only you do your own life. And so who's the most professional? You are. You know what you want to talk about.
Yep, you're in the hot seat.
Sometimes we don't know what we want to talk about and we just get on and start babbling, but then I find myself always narrowing in on, that's what I needed. It's kind of like doing my own therapy. I think there's something against the guidelines about that. But anyways, yeah, it's just getting on, chatting, and figuring out. You just be yourself.
Yeah.
And forget the word guru.
Yeah. Love that. What about you, Julie?
I want a couple comments I want to make since I'm still like I'm filling the whole comment bar when I comment. So I apologize. I would love to be chatting, but it just, maybe if I use my phone, maybe I'll try that next. Okay, so I'm going to follow up. Allison said, just do it. And I say, keep going with it. Don't stop. Just keep going and playfully experimenting. I'm doing that challenge that Peter mentioned last week. I'm not starting with my own videos until October, but I've been doing a lot of research. So I've been looking and trying to find videos by other people who are similar to me. And what I'm finding is a lot of them start, and then like a lot of them are more than a year old. And I'm looking for people who are doing this stuff that I'm doing now. And I'm like, why did you stop? This was so great. I don't know why they stopped. So I feel like it's just start and continue, start and continue, start and continue. And then playfully experiment, expressing yourself. As Allison was talking about just a second ago, about how you get on and you just start going. And the aha moments will start coming when people ask you questions if you're doing a live. I used to do lives as on that different platform on Periscope. I used to do Periscope lives as rough drafts because I would be testing my material on the audience, and I would be giving out my content and they would be giving me stuff back. And it really helped me to learn what people were most interested and fired up about, because often it's not what I think, it comes from them. And so playfully experiment. One of the things I'm experimenting with, and I committed to it for 6 weeks, is my YouTube growth. And I've really been having fun with that because I am making short snippets 5 days a week. And what I do is I'm as concise as I can possibly be. I'm at a different location, so they get to see some of my favorite places. I'm really having fun with that. And I just edit as I go, back to the editing that we started with. And
Was your brother mad at you?
He was not mad at me. No. In fact, my brother and I had a transformative, very healing time on Sunday. Allison's referring to a short that I made where I kept saying, I know my brother's going to be upset with me. I know my brother's going to have like walking around this place, all this nervous energy. And it was, people are loving that short. I think it's so funny what people love. Half the time it's just me just out there doing my thing. On the shorts especially, I feel a lot of freedom making my shorts and getting so much conversation. And that's how people get to know you, is when you're out there doing your thing, being yourself. And that's, again, how you find your voice, like with the journaling and stuff I suggest. Because if you're free writing, you're just out there writing, that's when the true you is going to come out. That's when the true you is going to come out on video. It's not when you're trying to do anything in a particular way or follow someone else's rules. Like also Peter's saying, let the gurus go. You are the best you. You are the best at being you. You cannot get being you wrong. You can't. It's impossible. So be you as fully as possible. This is start and continue. Please keep going and playfully experiment.
I love it. And can you tell us what Periscope is about? Because Cheryl's talking about it.
I talk about Periscope. Periscope was a live stream platform. It started in 2015. I think it went to like 2019. It was part of Twitter, and it was like a pioneer. It was a social. It was live streaming only, and so you could get on there and you could talk to people like all day long. And lately, when I've been hopping on people's lives, it reminds me of Periscope and the way the community is built in the comments. And so I was in a group called Perry Girls, and we would support each other, and we would go on each other's live streams. We'd have live stream trains. I mean, so many really fun ways to build up our audience. And so I grew to over 5,000 subscribers who were active on my channel rather quickly, probably because it was a new platform. But yeah, I loved it. I love live streaming.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and Gary Vaynerchuk always talks about jumping onto new platforms, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's what Periscope is. And I was one of those people when I first came on YouTube. I would come on YouTube and leave, come on YouTube and leave, come on YouTube and leave. I mean, I have videos up here from 2007 that I really need to private. It's a lot of that old stuff. But I never stuck around, and I never tried to build a community. And this time I'm in, and I really want to build a community. I love getting to know y'all. And so anyway, I'm excited. But I'm taking my own advice, continuing, experimenting, and showing up as me 100%. So I hope you find that helpful.
Yeah. It's great. Evie, what about you? What are your tips?
Get comfortable. Find a place that you like to record until you're comfortable with recording. When I started recording, it had to be absolutely silent, all doors closed, nothing else that could possibly go wrong. My phone had to be in the other room, check for delivery drivers, and I quit all of that because my life is full of interruptions. And especially when I was still working, I would find myself come home, do my walk and talk, come back, and then having trouble editing. And after I've already, especially on a Monday or Tuesday, I'd worked like 11 hours and I'm sweating bullets trying to get this video out. And by that time, your heart's not even in it anymore. So it's just, even if you don't want to record something that you plan on posting, if you just sit down in front of the camera and say, the dog threw up on the floor, and then I fried some chicken, and then I did some laundry, and play it back and see what you look like and make sure that you're comfortable with it. Because a word that I overused, I believe, was like. I was throwing like in there, like a period or a comma. Maybe that wasn't even the word. I think I've gotten rid of it. But then by the time you're ready to say something that you maybe have some notes on, you're already comfortable with the area that you want to record in. And I found that I got comfortable when I would do my walk and talks in the beginning. I did a video today talking about this where I didn't want to record with other people around. So I'd hike 2 miles in on my walk before I started to record because I got rid of that nervous anxiety and I was by myself. And now I'm like, look, it's getting dark. I'm going to have to just do it now. And I just ignored the people around me. And I found that the people ignored me right back. And that's not like going up to them and trying to interview them. It's they're fishing or feeding the ducks or walking their dog, and I just keep on talking and walk past them, and nobody pays any attention to it. They're involved in what they're doing. So my tip is get comfortable, whatever that takes to do. Running around the block first, but get your space where it's cozy, something to drink, and you're lighting the way you like it, and something on the wall, whatever makes you. I think the women are more nesters than the men are, but I like things around me that make me happy. I'm
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, nice one. Rhonda.
I think, and I agreed with, what everyone said before, the gurus, because I listened to those and they would say, make shorts, don't make shorts, do this, don't do that. And then what Allison said about just, do it. And, I would tell someone new, just make videos and post them. Because the only way to learn how to do something is to do it.
Yeah.
The only way to get comfortable doing something is to do it. And just, like Julie said and Allison said, and just be yourself. Might as well, everybody else is taken. Learn something new every week. Just one little thing new. That's all. And add that. And that's what I did that really kind of upped the game. And I was on, like I said, a whole year before I really even started doing anything. And then for the last, I don't know, since December, what is that? 10 months, maybe, really the last 8 months that I get serious about consistently posting and just posting and you get better as you do that. And then to build your community, it's really about the community. And not only is that really great to grow your channel, but it's been a really awesome thing for me, to build a community. But what I've gotten back from my community, I can't even begin. I'm just real grateful for that. And that was real slow. I mean, I went, I don't know, months, no comments, but I just kept making videos and putting them up there. And so I got on a schedule. I committed to put out a video every 5 days. And I've done that pretty close to consistent this year.
Yep. Yeah, that's good. I mean, it's not easy to be consistent.
No.
5 days can go quite quickly when, you've got an unexpected week or, and everyone's got heavier weeks than other weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
And batching videos doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work. So I have maybe made 2 videos, 2 or 3 at a time, fairly close together, but it just, I don't know, my creative batching videos does not work. It's that inspired, I have gone from getting the idea to just sitting down and making the video, recording it and publishing it in 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're in that creative flow. So,
yep. Would you say that's more recent, or would you say that you started off like 10 months?
That's kind of come more recent. That something will happen and I'll think, man, I need to make a video on that. And I've kind of learned that if I do too much planning, or if I go to Chat GPT to try to get some ideas about it, it's not as good. No. It's that inspired, it's almost like a divine, I just know it in my gut. And if I will just sit down, make a few bullet points, and sometimes I'll tape them right here on my computer, just a few points, and just go with it. And however long it is, or however, the last video I put out, I worked on it a little more because to me it was a very important topic. It was about losing hope and how to get hope. And I recorded that thing 3 times. And the last time it was like I had gone to a meeting and I come home and I thought, I just give up on this thing. The audio didn't work, this and that. And I just finally I thought, I'm just gonna do it. So I said a little prayer, I sat down here and I did the video.
Yeah.
And they
I agree.
seem to be better. Yeah.
I agree. Like
Today
today,
in your videos. Go ahead.
oh, I was just going to say today at 5 o'clock, we had this coming up at 6, and I grabbed my note cards. I recorded the video. I edited it, got it onto YouTube while it was doing its checks, ran in the kitchen, patted out some hamburgers, came back, played it back to myself, and it was fine. So I published it, and then I logged in here at 10 till 6. So I made dinner and created the video and edited it and posted it within 50 minutes.
That's multitasking.
And so I'm able to do a video every day, and I have since I retired. Pop something up every day. It might be 2 minutes or it might be 8 or 9 minutes, but I keep note cards. When I see something, I'm like, that's a video, and I write it down, and then I make my bullet points from those ideas. And I keep waiting till I get a video up there where everybody's going to love it, but they're all kind of like flatline. They don't get like probably 100 views. But when I do get a good video, a good current video, I will be very practiced.
Do you know what? So first of all, that's really nice, isn't it? What Carol said about your video, Rhonda.
Yeah. We're friends.
Yeah.
Carol and I are friends. Mm-hmm.
But do you know what? I think the theme that's coming through here as well, and like for you watching, you know, again, I would assume that most of you are creators watching, being part of our live, but that's the experience, isn't it? You do just the friction and the amount of time, like that you've got to be in a certain state of mind, all these conditions, a checklist of 10 things all have to be, right? Your phone turned off in the next room, everything. And then you just end up by experience, like anything, right? Just means we can just sail into it and make the videos and put the videos up and all of that.
I do have one more piece of advice for new creators. Mistakes that I feel creators make. If you download an ebook or a worksheet from a creator, don't just download it and leave it. Download it, print it off, and actually work through it, and that will help your channel grow.
Yeah. I saw that you are doing that with April Lynn's one. Hey, Peter, like the link that you shared. I was very impressed. I'm like, oh, wow, Peter's been doing a lot of work on this. But as you say, people can get the clear one just from her video.
Yeah.
Yep. And I would say my tips would be, one is just to be aware of how much consumption of YouTube we're doing compared to, like, if you make a plan, like Rhonda said, you know, every day, Rhonda, every 5 days, you know, like whatever plan you make for yourself, just be aware. I know this for myself, like, you know, like when I'm procrastinating making a video, and it's just easy to sit there and watch other people's videos and things. So just being aware of that, because that can hijack your productivity. Mm-hmm. And I guess the other thing too is I just sort of say, you know, try and give yourself a bit of a feeling like, how would I make my video if I was a 100,000K subscriber channel right now? Because if we look at those people, they are relaxed with themselves, they're quite comfortable, they're not worried about everything being perfect. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just all part of it. It's all part of the, you know, the charm of it and just the authenticity of it and everything. So it's kind of that, just giving yourself permission to just own the space that you are stepping into. I'm a YouTuber. This is my channel, you know, and I'm just, this is me. This is what I want to say. I'm trying to provide some value to you, and just try and get a little bit of that feeling. I just sort of think that, you know, we don't need to wait until we've got X amount of thousands to feel like you deserve a place at the table, sort of thing. Like, you're at the table now, everyone's invited. Yeah. And just do it like everyone's saying, just showing up. Pam, I recently started posting videos to work through ideas I was having and dealing with burnout. Blogging was taking so long. I love writing. Yep. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, some really cool tips there. Right, let's go to our next one because we've done everyone. What do you do when you get a creative block? Peter.
When I get a creative block, I go back into my video library, check out my previous videos, see which ones performed well, and then try to build off those videos.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if a video has got more views than other videos, that tells me that more people are interested in that kind of video, that kind of story. So I try to lean into that.
Yeah. So have you done that? So your most popular one, where you were sort of doing your two characters, did you do another one off that one, didn't you? You've done a similar slightly, have you?
Yes, I've started filming a second part to that, but it's going to have two of me on the screen at the same time interacting.
Yeah. Which is what your first one was, your big one. Your
No,
biggest one.
my first one was it was
Yes.
two of
different
me,
clips.
but it was only one of me on screen at the same
Yes.
time. This one, I'm gonna be on screen two people at the same time.
Okay. That sounds like some kind of technical feat.
It's pretty simple.
I don't know. In the DSM, it's called multiple personality disorder, but that's okay, Peter. We got
That's
your back.
that's
We got your
one
back.
of them. That's
We
one
got
of
your
them.
back.
It could be me on one side and my alter ego on the other side, just interacting.
Yeah.
I saw a video quite a while ago, like not even this year, and it was an older lady with gray hair, short gray hair, that was the channel creator, and she did a video that was so well done. She made herself look younger by putting a long wig on and wearing different clothes, and they were sitting, it looked like, in the same room, and it was like the older self talking to the younger self.
Oh, that's
And
a great idea.
I was not convinced until the very end when she did disclose that it was not two different people. And this is some lady that lives out in the middle of nowhere on a farm. And I was like, how are you so good at video editing when you're a farmer? She was walking through the snow, talking to her animals outside, having a dog with her. So I thought this is just going to be like ordinary. And then the next video was like, I was like, whoa, lady, you outdid yourself. It was really
Wow.
amazing.
Wow. Were people asking questions in the comments like, how did you do this?
I actually I had it, the video hadn't been up very long, so I was just kind of on my own. But I think it was another video that I watched of hers after that. That's where she disclosed that it was actually her playing both parts because so many people had asked.
So she didn't use AI?
I don't think so.
Wow. Okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Amazing. Alison, what do you do when you get a creative block?
I've got creative blocks all the time, like with my creating stuff, like physically creating stuff, and then my content. I have had to, in the last 48 hours, make myself slow down. And my husband will say, slow down and just think clearly so that I can get a better grip of what's important, what I need to do, and what I want to do. And hey, is there any content in there? Like, I kind of keep that in the back of my mind because I tried making these little finger candy things for the shower, and I videoed it, and it's a hot mess. Like, neither of the recipes worked out. My face is half on the screen and half off the screen. it was just a hot mess. And I just have blocks. I was having a block because here I'm just trying to video something and I need to stop.
Yeah.
And I need to let the juices start. So when it comes to my physical creating things, I have to go into Hobby Lobby or I have to go into Salvation Army and look at things.
Mm.
And then I get an idea of what I want to create. And a lot of times the idea of what I want to create then will come to a verbal conversation I can have to make a video. So it's like a full circle. It sounds convoluted, but my brain is, you wouldn't want to be up there anyways.
Would you create videos about your estate sales, like a point of view video about you walking around the estate sales, seeing what you're seeing and the process you go through about researching how much the items are worth and bartering for the prices?
Yeah, I don't. A lot of times they have music going at estate sales, and I've gotten strikes. Well, like temporary strikes, like So I can't. I stopped doing like shop with me necessarily, but I have started taking videos of me walking around, and like my husband's like, "Can I talk now?" And I'm like, just talk. I'm going to do a voiceover.
What you could do is do the talking, do the filming with the music, and then in post production when you're editing, just mute that entire track, that entire video.
You're talking way above my head. Way above my head. I don't tracks. I don't know. So I'd rather just take the little long video and then do a voiceover. I mean, that's my answer for my own self.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense to me. You need to get out and about, do something, change your state, I guess, move your body, go somewhere different.
Yep.
What about you, Julie?
All right. You just took a couple of my ideas, Karen. But one of the first things when I get blocked, if I'm sitting at my desk, is to walk away from that desk.
Mm-hmm.
Walk away. Go outside. Do something different. You were talking about movement. Just definitely get away from the screens is the first thing. And do something completely different. Believe it or not, we don't have to create content 24/7. What I found some of my great ahas or awarenesses or ideas for content actually happen like when I'm out driving or when I'm having conversations or when I'm walking, or any of those things are when the best ideas come. So that's my first thing. Leave, shut everything down. The second one is, as you know, I write a lot. And so brain dumping is a great one. That's just stream of consciousness writing. So get away from the screen, take a notebook. Notice I've been taking notes throughout this call. And then just write from that and let everything come out, because underneath all of that block, because block is really based on some kind of fear. And so if you can just let your thoughts out, put it on audio. That's another way, because you're like, I can't write it out. Then put it on audio. That's something I use with my coaching clients. Put your thoughts out there, speak them, and don't be concerned about how they sound or if you're going to sound crazy. By the way, you don't, Allison didn't say crazy, but talking about your process is good. And chances are people here are learning from what you're saying and what your process is. So that's the other one, is brain dump. So write it out, speak it out, put it on audio. And then the third one that I use too is I like to use yoga nidra videos. Yoga nidra is I'm trying to think what it stands for. It's like deep rest. You're usually still awake, but they're like 20 or 30 minutes, but they totally calm the body. And oftentimes when we are blocked, again, we're in a place of fear, even though we don't know it. And usually that comes from some point of thinking that we're not enough, or thinking that we're not worthy, or imposter syndrome, all of those things we hear about, that's getting in the way. And so if you can go into some kind of a meditation or yoga nidra it really helps. I'll put the yoga nidra in the chat here.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Because you might not know
And-
that word yet.
No, exactly. And Paul was saying she puts your phone in the holder when I'm driving in case an idea occurs. And sometimes she gets lucky. That
Yeah, the
is
phone. I was
such
going
a
to
great
say.
idea.
Yeah, I was going to say when I've realized about the driving thing. Sometimes I'll call driving in the car one of my creative studios. And I think it's because, okay, so I'm going to get scientific for a second. Don't let that scare you.
Okay, everyone
But-
get in the brace position.
But when your eyes are scanning, it's like you're connecting your brain. You're going back and forth and back and forth. Ask yourself a question, drive. And as you're going, you might know this, Rhonda, from being a therapist.
Mhm.
It is amazing what happens when we do that. Yeah, back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, and it's like a lot of people like to have I like to listen to podcasts too, but sometimes when I turn off all of the exterior language, especially, that's when my best things come up because I'm coming from my heart. I'm coming from my spirit, and I'm all of a sudden I'm brilliant because I've shut down all the exterior noise. I've shut off all the other voices, and I'm coming purely from a Julie place.
Mhm.
Okay, so there we go. That's my suggestion.
Yeah, do you know what? I heard someone on a video talking the other day that they keep listening. They do the speaker in the shower thing. So they keep listening to YouTube videos and podcasts and things in the shower. And I just thought to myself, that's an expensive shower, actually, isn't it? Like the opportunity cost. Like I saw that person not valuing, that time that so many people have talked about, and there must, I don't know, is it their research about like what we're talking about, shutting off, exterior things, and you're left alone in your head for things to actually make something new. Like the
Yes.
information's in. When is it going to come up with a new recipe for you to put something new out to the world if you're always doing this? I was quite surprised about that because it was a person with quite a big channel saying, "Oh, I'm just constantly it's coming
Yeah, it's
in."
like stop the input. It's like it just that again, it just becomes overwhelming. And I think that's part of what people they cannot find their authentic voice because they're so busy trying to replicate what they're hearing, and they lose track of who they are. They lose track of their own thoughts. And so shutting everything down really, really helps. So, and yeah, there are studies to back that up. And I always say when I get blocked, usually it's because there's too much input. There's too much input. It's like the input has blocked the output.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
because
fuse
it's like,
has blown. Hey,
yeah,
the fuse
and
has
it's like
blown.
when you, it's best, like one of the reasons for having a to-do list or to have a list of things to get done, or having a routine where you do a habit stack. These are the 5 things I do in the morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You minimize the choice making. So if you're constantly getting all these ideas from all these places and you're not having any moments of peace, then what happens is you can get really tangled up in all of that. So anyway, so I'll get off my
husband.
soapbox.
Do you guys remember when TV, like the hot thing was to have picture in picture?
Mhm.
That's how I feel like sometimes my brain is I want to do like, we can multitask where you're writing and listening, but like sometimes I feel like I need to see it all like at the same time. They don't even make TVs like that anymore. But
Yeah.
remember when there was picture in pictures, like you could be watching the sports game and have your soap opera playing, and
It's too much. Our nervous systems just get so overtaxed. It's like, no.
I'm feeling overtaxed by all the options on how to fry cheese until it's delicious.
Yeah. And
I'm like, is it the butter? Is it the oil? Is it the oil from the cheese? I'm like, whoa.
I've shut all that down. I didn't even know that was happening. But again, it's like, yeah.
Okay, here's it from the horse's mouth. The cook, no oil because it's got its own oil, and use a non-stick.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Solve those
We're
problems.
inspiring Krista to fry some cheese.
Forget about the creative stuff. Just let's all cook.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of creativity. So
Yeah. Yes, the moving. What about you, Evie? What do you do?
I think
Do you get
Julie's.
blocks?
Well, I'm sure that I do. I don't have like when I go walking, there's no music, there's no with the occasional I did take my AirPods with me for Rhonda's live because I wanted to be there. But typically I don't take anything with my phone's for emergencies, but I don't listen to anything. I listen to everything that's going on around me. I stop and talk to people. And I really enjoy being disconnected from everything. And I heard somebody say they have to get away from their desk to think. I don't spend any more time at this desk than I have to. And so I'm always moving around. I don't like to sit very long. Like to be here for an hour is a lot for me. As a matter of fact, this stool I bought to keep me away from my desk. It's got no back on it. And
Wow.
that keeps me like, you need to get it done and get away from the desk because it's
Yeah.
not good for us to sit too long.
Yeah.
And I did that for my job for 31 years. I sat like that and a lot of neck and shoulder problems. Anyway, so, but it's getting out, it's getting away from, it can be, cleaning the bathroom or cooking a meal. And if everything is quiet, I start thinking about things. And then I keep 3x5, well, like they're 4x7 cards. And I write down what I'm thinking about just a little bit. And then I'll go back when there's nothing to do and I'll write a few more, as you'd say, bullet points on it. And then like tonight when I didn't have much time before this was going to start, I grabbed my cards and I was like, oh, I'll talk about this today. And I'm up and running then.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it. And hello, Rob. Rob's just popped in. We're coming to learn about the creator's mind. Yes, Rob, this is where you can learn about the creator's mind. I know. And we're all into the frying cheese. And then after that, Nicola's recipes, where the rest of us can risk getting fat, but Nicola stays like this tiny, while she's eating everything in moderation. She's got
my sister Victoria is on here. From Oregon.
Hello, Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
Hello, Victoria.
I appreciate it.
Krista, do tell us what you do. What you do, you get a creative block.
Who'd she ask?
She said she can share.
Oh.
I don't often get a creative block, but if my brain does slow down, I can share what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and while we're waiting for Krista, what about you, Rhonda? What do you do?
Well, I agree a lot with what like Julie said is, of course, my office is my creative space and I take a lot of notes. I get ideas, just living life and watching YouTube and working with clients, just different areas, and I'll just jot them down. And, if I've really learned that if I the creativity seems to be blocked, then usually I'm coming from a place of resistance. And so I have to get into a place of non-resistance because creativity is a flow. And if I'm blocking something and I never really thought I work a lot with clients and I use brain dump to get just everything out. Never thought about doing that for creative block. But now I think if I get a creative block, I might go fry some cheese.
Yes.
Too, right? Because, that's the thing is to get I'm trying to force something. And anything I try to force into manifestation always has ill-got results. And so if I can relax, take a walk, just do my normal stuff, maybe clean the bathroom, whatever. I get a lot of my ideas. I'll be in the shower, and just that relaxing time. And all of a sudden it'll be like, oh, but there have been, just been through some difficult stuff in the last couple of months. And creativity is low whenever you go through grief and some other things.
That's true.
So if I'm grieving, I'm like, like, is it just Krista said, just talk about what I'm going through. And that's what I've done. I've just talked about what I'm going through.
Yeah.
And so but when I do feel the creativity, I write a lot. And I watched Julie's video about writing, and I remember.
Mhm.
Yep, that
I thought
too.
that was phenomenal. And
Yes.
that
Thank
would
you.
be a great way to sit down and just jot out some ideas about, I remember. I don't remember. I just thought that was really good,
It's magical. Thank you for that. Thank you for
I
that.
thought it was really good, And then like what Evie talked about, you just cooking or doing, you just go do the video. Just
Hello, Susan.
thinking too much, I think, is what blocks creative. I can overthink it and just really the creativity goes because I'm probably trying to do something that's not mine to do.
Yeah.
I have to share my gifts, not
Yeah.
Julie's gifts or Evie's gifts or Allison's or Peter's or yours, Karen. I have to share my gifts.
Yeah.
And when I try to get anywhere out of that, then the creativity just goes, phew. So I'm just going to go fry some cheese.
Fry some cheese.
That's
Yeah.
And
Speaking
Rhonda-
of fried cheese,
Yes.
Krista goes into her comments to get ideas. Today, I was in Rob's channel and reading his comments where I also get ideas for videos.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Man, that's really rich. And also the lives as well, right? Like there's just so much happening in the lives, like all the comments in the lives,
Yeah.
as well as people are obviously Rob's responding to as many as he can. And then like people are going, where's my comment? My comment's lost and everything. It's like, it's a lot. There's a lot going on, like they're obviously not watching how many people are currently watching right now because they go, wait, where's my comment? And like, Rob, you've forgotten my comment. So Rob is, goes back and he has a look and finds the comment. But mining comments for material. Yeah, I'm the same as like a lot of what you guys are saying, like just move, do something else. I just let myself just, I try not to let too many days go by, but I'll go, I'm just going to have fun and do something and just go outside or do something. But, other times when the time does pressure get on, I just think, do that writer thing, or like Jerry Seinfeld talks about, just sit down and just, because I've obviously had things marinating and maybe I'm now procrastinating. So now I'm just going to sit down and go, okay, if I was going to make a video, what might I be making a video about? And I'll just kind of like start pushing into that area a little bit. But if I really get a bit too stuck, trust me, I'm good at ditching out and just being like, oh no, it's not the night. Don't have the feels. You know what I mean? Like I am too good at that rather than sort of trying to sort of like draw something out.
I like what Rob said, that the comment section of other people's channels in your niche is a great place to get video ideas.
Another place to get video ideas is actually on Amazon. If you look at books that are on your topic, and the books that get the bad reviews, that's a good place, like 2-star, 3-star reviews. They will say things that are missing in that book. They'll say, I was hoping you would say XYZ or whatever. And you can glean some ideas from there too. I find that handy.
I would never have thought of that.
You're welcome. The other thing, we were talking a little bit about working with our hands, like making fried cheese. That's using our hands. Mm-hmm. Doing things with your hands, that's away from the screens, knitting, crochet, painting. I know we have Artfully Becoming here who's been doing a great sketch series, but all of those things that are away from the screens, away from the work, really help again to get your brain freed up. You'll get out of the resistance, get out of that fear place, and find more to use when you are restored and back to getting your content created.
Hey guys, my friend is with me tonight.
Oh, I see that. It's your Grinch.
Yeah.
And one thing, you can have a lot of video ideas and still have a creative block. But it's that you just can't seem to get that creative flow going, even though you've got this great idea.
Yeah.
And so that taking a time out and doing something completely different helps free that creativity up, and then you can come back to your video idea.
I agree, Rhonda.
Yeah. And very, very good timing that we've got Rob talking about the comment section of other people's channels within your niche. Is a great place to get video ideas. So we've got about 10-ish minutes to go. So we might go to this one here, which I thought was a very cool suggested comment of yours, Evie. Sorry. Where are we at? Oh, yeah. Do you respond to comments with a comment? Because as we know, Rob is still doing his best to try and to be doing this. And as he said the other day, first couple of days after posting a new video, he'll just be all day responding to his comments with a comment. So, Peter, do you want to go first on this one?
Do I respond to comments with a comment?
Yeah.
It is very rare that I don't. If somebody has been nice enough to take the time out of their day to leave a comment on my video, then I owe them that thanks and gratitude to respond to that comment, and maybe I can get an idea for another video based on that conversation.
Yes.
Because people don't need to leave comments, so when they do, I feel like I owe it to them to say thank you and to engage in a conversation.
Yeah. Alison.
Yes, I do respond to just about all my comments. But I did have a question for you. I wouldn't even call this person a troll because he's never made comments on any other videos. But it was like, I have been watching this video 3 times over, and you are such a lovely lady, and I would like to personally get to know you. Do I have permission to DM you? And I'm like, do I erase it? I ignored it.
I'd block it. Block the user.
Okay.
What did you do? What did you do, Alison?
I just left it. I didn't respond because, like, I feel like instead of engaging with somebody, whether it's arguing or, whatever the case is, if you don't engage, then there is no issue because there's nothing for them to come back with.
If you block them, they can't see any of your videos. They can't see your channel.
Yeah.
So that's the best way.
Yep, there we go. We've got Rob agreeing with you, Peter, and saying. What about you, Julie?
Okay, so I have what I try to do in a confession. I do attempt to respond to my comments. Of course, I do not have the viewership like Rob has. If I had over 80,000 followers, then I would probably have a difficult time responding to everyone, quite frankly. My confession is I finally learned how to see the unresponded comments on my studio, and I was totally embarrassed to find like people like regular friends on YouTube who had responded to me who I never responded to, and I just felt so embarrassed that I had never seen it. So now, as a part of my routine or my practices or my systems, I check, not like just on my videos, but actually in my YouTube studio where it shows unresponded comments. And wow, I'm so grateful that I found that, because I want people to know how much I value them. I mean, I talk about that on my videos. I'm glad that you're here. You belong here. All these things I say. And I want to be sure that I'm in alignment with that by responding to people individually. So,
yeah. What about you, Evie?
Imperfect.
Hey.
I delete some. There's a line that gets crossed. If they say you look like you're really nice, are you single? And if they ask again, then that's a little bit too far. And you look like you live alone. I mean, just things like that. I don't really care for that kind of comment. So I will get rid of it because they're not interested in the content. They're just interested in talking, I guess. I don't know really what they're interested in, but it's not about whatever I was talking about. So yeah, it's best
Yeah.
to block them, delete it.
My slightly mischievous mind goes to you doing your bed making video.
I did get a comment on that from a man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Rob's
guys,
going,
I'm
I would
sorry.
delete those too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have to run because I have a lot of prep to do for this shower tomorrow, and I'm like overwhelmed. And my other daughter is late coming into the airport, and so we've got to go pick her up now. And
No problem. We're only
it's
about
been
5 or
fun,
so
guys.
minutes away.
Thank
but
you.
see
Thanks,
out
Thank
there.
you, Alison.
Bye. Yeah. So are you deleting those people, Evie?
Yes.
Do you delete
Yeah.
them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So do you respond with a comment to all of your comments?
Yes, I do. I do.
Mm.
I look forward to my comments. I really do. I get up for coffee in the morning and I read my Bible and I go right into my comments after that. So yes, that's the engagement, the people that come in and I haven't seen them before and they seem to want to carry on a conversation. I enjoy those. The regulars, I enjoy those. And there was one lady that was giving me such long responses yesterday that I said, you should start a YouTube channel. I mean, and she's like, no, I'm a writer. I'm not a talker. I just like to give long comments. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And yes, I love the comments almost as much as I love making videos. I really do. That's how we got to know each other, is through the comments.
Yeah.
We just didn't pop on here and go, oh, nice to meet you. We already kind of got a feel for who each other were. And as different as we all are, whether it's what kind of jobs we had, how many kids we had, married, single, divorced, or, you know, in your 40s all the way up to 70, we have a common friendship together. And it's great. It's so fun.
Yeah, and you know what? We're all trying to we aim to give value in our videos.
Yes.
And if someone does, like, something will make them reflect on something, or they'll add something to you that, you know, you didn't know before, you hadn't thought about it in that way. It really is, at its best, it's a two-way, you know, conversation, and both people are learning new things, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you're opening up to just seeing something differently. And that's how we know, like, how your video is landing with people, and should I make this kind of content again? Or that, I guess that can inform our journey, can't it?
Yes. Or even responding to, hey, your music's a little too loud, or you don't have enough light. And if it comes from someone that you know it's actually constructive, because we're not competitive with each other. We're supportive to each other.
Yep, absolutely. Evie did have that person. Oh, yes, and the channel name might be the same person who writes a lot of comments. Yeah, we sometimes get mischievous people, don't we? Just sort of doing the rounds on our channels and being a bit mayhem. What about you, Rhonda?
Well, I respond to every comment unless it's crude or they're hitting on me. Then I delete those. I've had one comment that I really didn't know how to respond. All it said was, I don't need your help. I was like,
Rude.
okay. And so I finally did delete it. You know, I get the people that respond that you know, thank me or tell me what they got out of my videos or whatever. I always respond to those people. And then, of course, the ones that your videos are great and you're really doing well, and, you know, I need to help you with your SEO and blah, blah, blah. And I just will put thank you for watching. And then if they continue, then I'll start deleting them. But they'll usually just the one, if I say thank you for watching and then they don't comment again. The one that said, you know, I don't need your help. I noted their who they were. I thought if they continue, I can block them. And then the I get hit on every once in a while, and it's according to how bad it is. Some I just delete.
Yeah.
But I do note them, because if they're going to continue, then I'm going to block them.
Yeah. Yeah.
but I don't have near, I'm sure, the comments that Rob has, but I do check usually in the mornings, and then sometimes in the afternoon I'll check them again and go ahead and answer them. So
Yeah. Krista's asking, what are your thoughts on some of the gurus saying that you should wait before replying to comments? Some of them actually wait weeks and months because they claim their replies re-engage algorithm.
I would say just ignore the gurus, because if they're not prepared to show proof that of what they're saying, and even if they do show proof, just because that's the way they run their channel doesn't mean that's how we run our channels.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
just me personal.
Yeah, I've not heard anyone say that before. Krista, have you heard a few big YouTubers say that, or? I tell you which topic I'm really cracking up about at the moment, and Rob was talking about it quite a bit the other day, because I think, Rob, is this right? You always will get asked about it. The whole, should I do shorts on my long form channel? And I hope that I'm representing correctly. Did you guys see Rob's live, that part the other morning? But he basically just said, I do them. I don't find it hurts my channel. I'm fine. So this is what I've decided to do. No one needs to do. But it's a super hot topic at the moment, isn't it? But the same question just keeps on coming up all the time. And how else can you answer it? Because people have to make the decision themselves, right? Try it out. Does it break your channel? If it doesn't break your channel, you like it, all of that stuff. People just have to, make their own decision, I guess, on that. I respond to the comments. The support from the community has been nice. Yeah, exactly. I don't even tell them thank you anymore. I see SEO expert and they have their comments, never shop again. Yep. I do respond to comments as well. And I did actually have a really lovely tip from Brenda at Busy After 60. And I do this sometimes, but I don't do it other times. But she actually voice records her comments, her replies. Have you guys tried that? Like actually just,
No.
What do you call it? Voice to text? Is that what it's called? Where
I was going to say, I've done that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I've done that on Instagram. Again, YouTube is, I'm much more experienced with Instagram, and I have done that and have done video responses to comments, which some people really like that too. I didn't even know you could respond voice to text on.
So all I mean is just instead of like typing it. Like
I was thinking, okay.
Yes, so the microphone or the world globe or whatever it is. Have you guys tried that?
No.
My voice to text are terrible, just FYI. So.
Well, I tell you, but what about I tell you who I found this out from, Cody Sanchez. She is using the Whisper, the app, so Whisper Flow. So I'm just going to write it in here because I've tried that and it's free. She said she does everything. This is just a free app because this has got stunning speech recognition. And so she did. Have you guys heard of Cody Sanchez? I'll put her name in here. Cody Sanchez. So she is really, really well known for saying that she loves to buy boring businesses. You know how you get all these like big, wealthy, successful YouTubers and things, and they're all kind of known for something. Well, the thing that she's known for is telling people that she loves boring businesses because people use laundromats all the time and car washes and blah, blah, blah. But she did a video on her like 5 favorite apps or something. And one of them, there we go. Rob, I use Whisper too. I love it. Now that's interesting. So Rob, do you type in your comments or will you do some typing on your laptop and will you do some voice stuff? It is really, really amazing, actually. She's absolutely right that it is super, super accurate. And so I will do that sometimes. But then it's interesting. I then find that if the person's written a bit of a longer comment, I want to really refer to their comment. So I feel like I've got to it takes me longer sometimes to get my speech out than when I'm just so used to doing the typing, but whisper flow is good. Here we go, Brenda. I guess my speech therapist career likes to do the speech to text method. There you go. This is Brenda, the speech therapist. Yep, I learned about whisper from Ty Myers. Yeah, of course. Yep, and alternating. Yep. So is that all of us? We've all done the comments to comments, and we've gone 5 minutes over our time. And
Yep.
are we ready to wrap up?
Yep.
Got that nice feels about it, eh? Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Krista, Joanna, and Debbie, Jennifer,
Susan.
everyone who's still here. Our retirement is underrated. What's your name again? Retirement is underrated.
Tim. His name's Tim.
Tim. Thank you, Tim. Thank you for your lovely company. Thank you, Paula, Susan, and just everybody. Thank you so much, guys. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend, and
Thank you,
see you
everybody.
later.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for your lovely company. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.